Today we will do a journey through our core and our hips through a couple of poses, Malasana, which is a deep squat, and archer pose, which I'll explain later. It'll kind of make sense as we go. Because for archer pose, we need to loosen up our hips a little bit, and we also need support from our core in order to do archer pose. Take your hands into your lap. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. So here we're already working into our hips a little bit and our core by staying in this Sukhasana. And if you need some support, take a blanket, put that underneath you. And we will need a strap today to do some leg stretches, but if you don't have a strap, any alternative will work, like a towel, a hand towel works well, or I'll give you an alternative so you don't actually need it, but it's nice to have. All right, so sit up tall on your spine, pull your belly button in so that you can remain sitting up nice and tall for the duration of our centering practice. So as we meditate this morning, I'm going to be more silent, so less talking in my meditation than normal today. And I want this to be more of a moment of silence so that we all take our stand against racism and injustice. Hands in your lap. Sit up tall. Close your eyes. And bow your head. As we sit in our centering practice, bring your awareness to your breath. And just be there, be in this space in quiet contemplation. Slowly begin to deepen our breath. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Take one more breath, nice and deeply, in through the nose. Long breath out through the nose, and make your exhale longer than the inhale you just took. And bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. And let's slowly blink, open your eyes. Gaze through your fingertips to the floor. And now as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, one more time, reach out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Sideways stretch. Take your left hand down, right arm up and over. Big stretch to the side body. Inhale, come up. Lengthen up through both sideways. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Twist over to your left. Inhale, come up to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. So we're going to alternate between a side body stretch and a twist. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Warming up our spine. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Good, now just come to center. Take the soles of your feet together. Your knees can come out wide and then grab onto your ankles. Sit up nice and tall. So we want to practice here. Sitting up tall, and then we're driving the knees down towards the floor. But I don't want you to put your hands on your knees. I want you to just draw the knees down. So you're using these outer thigh muscles to pull down. And really you're using some of your hamstrings here, right, to draw down. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your toes away from each other. Good. We're going to stay here for a count of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then hinge forward. So now you'll take your elbows into the thigh, but be closer to your hips than you are your knees. We don't want to put pressure, too much pressure on the knees. So as you press down, notice I'm starting to round forward here. Lift your chest up and fold. Right, so your elbows are helping the hips to open up and to stretch. And as you press your feet together and pull the toes away, you're giving support to the hip and your lower back. Good. So let's count to 10 here. We'll count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep your chest lifted, 3, 2, 1, rise all the way up. Good. Take one foot in front of the other, coming back to a cross-legged position. We'll do some torso circles. Good. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, taking your hands down to the floor. Here we're stretching into our hip. You could take a block if you wanted. Give yourself a little shelf to sit on. Otherwise, you're just reaching forward and only going as far as your body says is okay today. Like always, right? And then walk your hands back. Sit up nice and tall. Switch your feet now, so opposite foot in front. Sitting up really tall. Inhale, reach your arms up and then interlace your fingers at the top. Flip your palms towards the ceiling and just stay here. Flex your feet. Reach up. So the palms are reaching up towards the ceiling, but draw your shoulders down your back and tighten up the torso. So pull your belly in and up. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, hinging forward, letting go of the hands. Take the hands forward so you're in a stretch. Take a couple breaths here. Keep your chest lifted. You can use a block underneath your arms if you need to or want to. And then let's come back. Sitting all the way up. We'll come off of our blanket and right onto our backs. And here's where a strap, you might want to have it handy. Go ahead and lay down, and we'll take a full body stretch once we get here. So take your arms back behind you, press your feet forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, take your left knee in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, hug your right knee in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Let's do that one more time, side to side. Starting to warm up in our hips. Go with your own breath. And inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Go ahead and take your strap and take the strap around your right foot. Now, if you don't have a strap, you're just going to grab behind your hamstrings to give them support, and you'll pull your leg towards your chest as you resist with the hamstrings pushing into the thigh. If you have the strap, you'll draw down on the strap and then resist with your heel. Press the heel up as you pull your toes down. Good, so you want to feel something here in your hamstrings. And with your breath, so as you inhale, you can soften your grip on your strap or even, the back of your hand on your hamstrings. Exhale, draw down on the strap and resist with the heel. If your hands are on your hamstrings, you're going to create that resistance a little bit stronger on your exhale. And let's do that a couple more times. Great, now take the straps just into your right hand, and then take your right leg all the way over to the right side of the room. So we're getting a stretch of the inner right thigh here. Pull your belly button in and up, and I want you to try to keep your hips level on the floor. So this left hip is going to want to roll up and over and follow the right leg, but don't let it. Put your hand on your hip and press down. Keep your left leg contracted. It's going to help you to anchor down. Concentrate your effort on your inner right thigh. You want to feel the stretch there. And I know it's a lot to do to keep the left leg contracted and the left hip down, and then concentrate your effort on the inner right thigh. But the more stability you can create throughout your whole body, the more you can concentrate on that one spot. Let's take 3 more breaths in the stretch. Press out through your right heel and draw back on the strap. Right, if you feel sharp pain, back out. But if you know you're just doing some work here, stay in it. 1 more breath. And now as you inhale, bring your right leg up. Might want to shake out your hand. Now take the strap, get a little bit closer to your foot, and then bend your right knee. So this is like a half happy baby. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to grab either the back of your knee and draw it down, or you grab the inside of your foot and pull down. So your right knee is bent and to the outside of your ribs. This right foot is flat. Right, so it looks like it could just stomp on the ceiling. Right, so you're using either the strap or just your hands. Feel that deepening happening in your right hip. Stay here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg back up. Switch hands on the strap. Take your right leg all the way over to the left side. So coming into a twist. Reach your right arm out to the right side of the room. And so we're just concentrating now our effort on the outer hip. Push through your heel and pull back on your strap. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to support the right leg so that you can keep the heel in line with your hip. Again, that left leg, you're anchoring down so that you can concentrate your effort on the twist and feeling that stretch in your outer right hip. Take one more breath here. Long exhale out. And then inhale, come all the way up. Take the strap away and take a full body stretch here. Exhale, hug both of your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your left knee in. Take your strap now to your left foot. All right, so if you don't have a strap, you're grabbing your hamstrings and you're giving resistance here. You push the left leg forward, but then you pull back with your hands. You want to feel that activity happening in your hamstring. So with your breath, increase your stretch. So when you inhale, give some slack here, either in your strap or with your hands. As you exhale, create resistance. Pull down on the strap, press up with your heel, or create that resistance with your hands and your hamstrings. Breathe through it. We're trying to create subtle change here in our hamstrings, trying to give a little stretch. We're not trying to go for the gusto here. And so no pain. A lot of time we confuse pain with progress in our body. It's not always the case. So let's take 2 more breaths here, stretching out our hamstrings. Good. Now take the straps just into your left hand, and then take your left leg all the way out to the left side of the room. So here, targeting the inner left thigh, anchor down your right leg. Anchor down the right hip. You want to concentrate that stretch, the effort of the stretch into your inner left thigh. So anchor down so that you can bring all your attention there. Deepen your breath. As you inhale, soften your grip a little bit. Exhale, press out through the heel, draw back on the strap. If you don't have a strap, you're going to support the leg with your hand. Let's take a few more breaths here. Now as you inhale, bring your left leg up. Take your hands a little bit closer to your foot on the strap and then draw down in a half happy baby. Still anchoring through the right leg. If you don't need the strap, you can just grab the inner foot or grab behind your knee. Choose where you're going here. And you're drawing down, so you're pulling like just straight down on your foot. Your left foot is flat. Keep your left knee to the outside of your left ribs. Deepen your breath here. Two more. straighten your left leg. Take the strap into your right hand and create a twist here. So you're taking your left leg over to the right side of the room. Left arm reaches out to the left side of the room. Anchor down with your right leg. So you're pushing the side of your right foot down into the floor. Feel this stretch through the outer left hip, the outer left leg. Push out through your heel, draw back on the strap. Good, just a few more breaths here. Now inhale, come all the way up. Release the strap off to the side. Take a full body stretch as you inhale. Exhale, hug both of your knees in. Roll to your side. And then let's come all the way up. Good. Let's come into a downward facing dog. We will do a couple knee down lunges. So if you want a blanket underneath your knees for support, please go ahead and do that for yourself. Otherwise, we're going just right into it. Spread your fingers wide. Feet here are going to be hips distance apart. And then just bend your knees one at a time. So just a little pedaling action here. Not too much. We've done a lot of work with our leg stretches today. Press your chest towards your thighs and come to stillness. Draw your belly in and up. And feel how your torso lifts up. My heels just lifted up too, so I'm going to let my heels draw back down towards the floor as I keep pulling my belly button in and up. And press my chest towards my thighs. Look forward and walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your belly button in, pull the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. So just plant your hands, take your feet back. Look forward, step your right foot forward, your left knee comes down, come into a lunge. Now here, I want you to pull your right foot back and draw your left knee forward. So you're creating this action, right? Squaring of the hips. Reach your arms up. If it's not good for your neck to look up, look forward. Big breath in here. Exhale, take your hands down. Take the right foot back. Just go right into downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, come onto your shins into child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Forehead comes down to the floor. Let your torso weight settle down towards the floor. And if you can, let your hips, like your sits bones, rest down towards your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then as you inhale, come up. Curl the toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog again. Look forward, draw your belly button in, step your left foot forward, right knee comes down, lunging here, arms up. So again, this left foot pulls back like it's trying to pull the mat back. Then your right knee pulls forward, your right foot. So you're on the top of your right foot, ground that down and try to draw it forward. Right? So we're squaring the hips, reach your arms up. Breathe in, breathe out. Looking forward or up, you choose. Keep the legs active. You're scissoring the legs to square your hips. Bring in this image of the corset we've been talking about for the past few weeks. Pull in and draw up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down, step the foot back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Draw your belly button in. Let your heels press towards the floor. And then step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, open your arms out to the side. Lift your whole torso up by squeezing the belly in. And then twist to your right on your exhale. Keep the scissoring action of the feet so the right foot pulls back, left knee pulls forward. It's going to help you twist a little bit deeper. Stay tall in the spine, so lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Good, now inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, take your hands down, right foot comes back into downward facing dog. And then into child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Sink your hips back, bring your forehead down. Let the weight of your torso settle down towards your mat. One more breath here. Inhale, come up, downward facing dog. Look forward, step your left foot forward, your right knee comes down. Inhale, reach up. Create that length through the side waist and scissor the leg. So pull the right foot back, draw the right knee forward, open your arms out to the side, breathe in, lengthen up, exhale, twist to your left. If you want to spread your fingers wide, it might help. Keep that belly drawn in, especially on your exhale. One more breath. Now inhale, swing yourself up to center. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into a ragdoll pose at the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows and let your head drop. Good. Release your hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. So for a standing pose, let's come into extended side angle. So take your right foot forward, your left foot back, and your left foot is going to be about parallel to the back edge of your mat. Bend into your front knee 90 degrees. So a couple of options here. You can have a block, right, to place your hand down. It can be to the inside or the outside of your foot. So you choose. You could also take the forearm down to the thigh if you need support that way. But just be sure you're not dumping all of your weight into your shoulder, that you're using the side waist to keep yourself lifted up. And then take your left arm up over your head, reaching towards kind of where the ceiling meets the wall. So there's scissor the legs again. So now the right foot is pulling back. The left foot actually would press the outer edge of your foot down into the floor. Turn your torso up. Good, now take your right arm, reach forward. So you're holding a beach ball. Now your torso muscles have to work, right? So your obliques. Breathe here. And then come up. Flip your palms, recline, reach back, stretch that out, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Take your right hand to the inside of your foot. Left arm reaches just straight up. Inhale, come up. Warrior two, flip your palms, recline. reach back, stretch it out, straighten your front leg. Exhale, come down into extended side angle. Now your hands to the outside of your right foot. You can use a block. Arms straight up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to keep your right knee over your right ankle. Inhale, slowly come up. Warrior two. Flip the palms, recline, reach back. Straighten the front leg. Good, and then come down. Come into a downward facing dog. Maybe pedal your feet out here. All right, bend one knee at a time. Good, let your heels drop to the floor. Look forward. Step your left foot forward, coming up. Whew, summertime, guys, it's getting hot in this room. Take your the back foot. So now your right foot, the outer edge of your back foot is pressing down into the floor. It's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Bend into your front knee. So we're coming into extended side angle. Again, you can use a block for your hand, either to the inside or the outside of your leg. Or the left forearm can come down. Now reach your right arm forward. Fingertips are pointing to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And keep your left knee over your left ankle. Strongly press into the outer edge of your back foot. Good. Pull your left heel towards the back of your mat. Good, stretch long. And then we'll take our bottom arm, so left arm reaching forward, holding a beach ball, getting these side waist muscles working. Deepen your breath. Good, now inhale, warrior two. Flip your palms, recline, reach back. Straighten your front leg, get a big side body stretch. And then exhale, take your left hand down to the floor or to a block. Right arm reaches up. So we're just deepening here at our hip a little bit. Inhale, come up. Warrior two, flip the palms, recline, reach back. Straighten your front leg, stretch it out. Exhale, left hand to the outside of your left leg. Right arm reaches up. Take a couple breaths here. Keep driving that left knee over the left ankle. And come up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reach it back, stretch it out. And then take your arms down. Take your feet so that they're pointing to the right side of the room. So we'll come into a standing wide-legged forward fold. Take your hands to your hips and lift up tall through your spine. So you're sideways, lifting up, and then as you exhale, fold all the way forward. Press into the outer edges of your feet and let your head drop. Your inner thigh muscles, I want you to pull them up towards your pelvic bones. And every exhale, you let your head drop just a little bit more. One more breath. And then rise all the way up. Take a halfway lift first. Hands to your hips. Inhale, bring it up. Heel toe your feet together. Good. Shake it out. All right. So let's come down to our seat. Ooh. Oh no, we gotta do one more thing, you guys. Actually, we'll do our seated stuff first. We're gonna come back to our feet and then back to the seat, okay? So take your feet out in front of you and then clear your space. Flex your feet and sit up nice and tall. Take your hands to your heart center so you're not like holding on to anything as we flow. I want you to lean back, bring the soles of your feet together, knees go wide. Try to draw your knees down towards the floor, just using your muscles as you fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, lean back. Exhale, take the feet out wide, Upavishta Konasana. Your hands can come forward just as a placement. You're not trying to grab and pull. Inhale, come up, bring your hands to your heart center. Bring the feet back together, back to Baddha Konasana. Fold forward. You can take your hands down here if you want to. Just let the knees do the work, or the muscles do the work to draw your knees down towards the floor. Inhale, come up, bring your hands to your heart. Lean back, take the feet forward, come into a forward fold. Inhale, rise up, hands to your heart. Exhale, feet together, folding forward, knees pull down. On your inhale, come up. Take your hands to your heart. Exhale, feet go out wide, Upavishta Konasana. Hands can come down. Let's take a breath or two to fold forward. As we're folding here, the inner thigh muscles, pull them in and up. Right, so it gives a little support for the groin and your lower back. Inhale, rise up, hands to your heart, feet together, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, come up, hands to your heart. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Do this one more time, just a little bit quicker. Inhale up, Baddha Konasana. Inhale up, Upavishta Konasana. I just like to say it. Inhale up, Baddha Konasana. Inhale up, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, come up, and then let's just get to a standing position, however you'll get there. And take your feet kind of wide on your mat. Toes can be pointed out a little bit. And then let's come into a Malasana, a deep squat. So here I want your elbows to press into your inner thigh and then push the inner thighs into your elbows. And you don't have to drop your tush too far to the floor. I want you to keep the heart lifted as much as you can and then work into that. Good, now press into your feet, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Malasana, deep squat. Keep the heart lifted and drop your hips as much as you can, but be mindful of your hip joint. Okay, straighten the legs, press into your feet and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Malasana, deep squat. Inhale, press into your feet, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your heart and sink. One more time, press into your feet, straighten the legs and fold. Halfway lift, hands to your heart, Malasana, deep squat. Good, then plant your hands, come down. A lot of work. Take your hands like in a little fist like this, then use the knuckle part in your palm and just kind of tap out the legs. It's a lot of work. All right, guys, so we're running out of time. So we did our Malasana, deep squat. It's gonna help work into our hips, bring some flexibility there. We've been working on, keeping the torso tight and pulled up so that we can sit up nice and tall. Now it's time to start the work for archer pose. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Okay. Pull your right foot in. So right foot on the floor, knee up. Left leg extended and anchor it down. Grab the front of your shin and sit up really tall. So that's how we start. So sitting up as tall as you can, really lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And then take your left hand, take it low on the shin, take your right arm up. And then as you exhale, try to grab your left foot. If you can't grab the left foot, just grab your shin. Take your right inner thigh and press it into your right shoulder. Here's a good spot for a strap or a towel if you have it. Okay. I want you to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. So maybe you don't fold all the way forward like you would in a Paschimottanasana, but you're just working yourself down here. If you need help, you can take that left hand and just hug the leg in. That actually does help me fold forward a little bit more. And then inhale, come up. Take that right leg forward. And then go ahead and do your tapping out, like get your hips. Okay, now left leg in. Left foot on the floor, knee up. Anchor down your right leg. Grab your left shin and sit up nice and tall. Sit as tall as you can. Breathe. Now keep a hold of your left shin with your right hand. Reach your left arm up. On a forward fold, on an exhale, grab your right foot or your toes or your shin. Use a strap. Do what you gotta do here. So we're anchoring our left leg with the right hand, pull it in so that the inner left knee and the outer left shoulder stay connected. And fold. Every exhale, just fold a little bit deeper. If you can, try to keep the spine nice and tall. One more breath. Good, then inhale, rise up, tap it out. All right, take the right foot back in. Sit up tall. So now you're just gonna grab your toes, right, your big toe with your right arm and sit up nice and tall. Keep this left leg anchored and just lift your right heel up off the floor as much as you can. All right, so sit up. Maybe it's only like this, right? But if you can, come up a little bit higher, sit up tall and keep your shoulders back. Now notice my right knee is outside of my right arm. Good. So we're just gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Now follow your foot down with your hands still connected to your toes, coming into the forward fold. Good. Take your left foot in. Take your left big toe with your 2 fingers, and then just lift your left heel up. Try to keep your spine nice and tall. So here's where our core is going to come in. Draw the belly in, sit up tall, and keep the shoulders back. So you can lift your left heel as much as you're able to while maintaining a nice tall spine. Right leg stays anchored. Breathe. It's really easy to hold your breath here, right? That you think maybe that's going to help you out, but try to keep your breath steady. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, keep a hold of your left foot and take the left leg forward. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sit up tall. Take the soles of your feet together and just do a quick Baddha Konasana. We're not done with archer yet. Okay, now I want you to just go ahead and grab your right big toes with your right fingers. You could also use a strap here, right? But I'm gonna hold here. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. Flex your left foot, and as you inhale, sit up tall. Your right leg stays straight. Try to sit up as tall as you can, and then pull your right knee back. So my right elbow is bent, right knee is bent. Stay tall in the spine, and then exhale, bring it back down. Switch sides. Take your left big toes with your first 2 fingers on the left hand. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your left leg straight. Both legs are anchored. And then as you exhale, draw back. So here's archer pose, right? Drawing back the bow. Left elbow is bent, left knee is bent, and I'm sitting up super tall, lifting the crown of my head up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. And then exhale, take it back down. Good, sit up tall. You might notice like there's some activity going on in the middle back. This is good, right? We're training our middle back to keep us upright. Go ahead and grab both toes now. Here's where archer gets tricky. You can take your left foot out to the side a little bit, more towards the left side of your mat. Now sit up tall, lift your right leg up and then pull your right knee back. So you can see, like I don't go very high in my torso, but you could like grab your knee or your shin and take that right leg back. So traditional archer pose, you're hanging onto your toes, both toes, and you're sitting up nice and tall, right? But if you're not there, take a strap. All right, I'm not there, so I'm gonna take the strap. So I'm reaching forward. Good. And then take it down. Try it at first with, both hands on the toes. Sit up tall in your spine so you're lifting up, and then draw your left knee back. So you can see I'm kind of in a fold with my torso, and that's okay. But if I want to sit up a little bit taller, I can grab a hold of my shin, or I can take the strap. 1, 2. Right, and eventually, with the strap, it's great because you can work yourself into it a little at a time. You're gonna take it back. Good work. So now I want you to just play around with archer. You can do any of the stuff that we've already done. You could even go into child's pose or lay down, because we are going to get ready to wind it down. Just want you to do one more practice with Malasana. So for my practice, I'm going to grab both toes, pull the right knee back, and try to sit up tall. So I'm going to turn my torso over to the right side of the room. That might help me a little bit. Try to pick up my elbow, and then I'll turn forward with my torso. Good. Take it down. Go to the other side. Turning the torso to the side, I think helps a little bit at first. All right, so you can try to sit up as tall as you can, and then turn the torso. It's a balancing act. And then sometimes you crash. Good. Just take a couple more seconds. You've got about 20 seconds to finish your Malasana to archer play. Okay, 10 seconds, 20 seconds is up. Good work, you guys. So that's something that you can play around with. But we need that hip flexibility and the stability of our core to make archer happen. So come onto your back, right? Feet on the floor, knees up, and just roll your knees from side to side. Bring your knees up to center. Take your feet hips distance apart. And let's come into a bridge pose. So lift your hips as much as you can. Walk your upper arm bones closer to each other underneath you. Maybe you can interlace your fingers. That might help you pull your shoulder blades together a little bit more. So this is a nice counter pose to archer pose. Press into your feet. Good. Lift your hips. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, slowly let your hips come down to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. All right, take a big breath through your nose. Open your mouth. Push out that air. Do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. And let your knees be heavy here. Good. One more breath in. Long Bring the knees back together. Go ahead and cross the right leg all the way over the left. So you're crossing the legs like you were going to go sit in a chair like a lady. And then let your knees draw over to the left side of the room. Your right arm reaches out to the right. And you can take your left hand here and anchor down the right leg. So you're helping yourself into the twist a little more. Inhale, bring your knees back up to center. Go ahead and switch sides. So start with your feet on the floor, knees up, and then take the left leg, cross it all the way over the right, and then let your knees drop over to the right as you reach your left arm out to the left side of the room. Just let the weight of your legs draw them down towards the floor. Give yourself a little assist with your right hand on the outer left thigh. Just helping yourself into the twist. Inhale, bring your knees up. Take a full body stretch here. Stick your arms back behind you. Press your heels forward. Wiggle yourself around here. Exhale, hug both of your knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. Take your knees and then make some circles with the knees. Go in the opposite direction. And then pull your knees back in. Could do a short happy baby if you wanted. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Just one more pose to finish your practice. And then extend your legs forward, palms up here. So make yourself comfortable on your mat coming into Shavasana. Let your feet just kind of flop out to the side. Allow your body to become really heavy on your mat. Allow your jaw to relax. And all the muscles of your face become soft. Let your breath just settle into a natural, easy pace. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And your breath deepens softly. Bring your feet to the floor, knees up, and roll to your side, whichever side feels most natural. Just lay on your side here for a moment. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. And bring yourself up to a seated pose. So once you come to seated, take your right hand over your heart, left hand over your right. Sit up tall, and bow your head slightly. And we'll seal our practice with the chant of one Om. And as we chant this Om, imagine this projection of Om, the universal sound, going out into the world and helping uplift those who have been victims of racism and injustice and inequality. Let's help lift everyone up with our Om. Take a big breath in. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Together we say, Namaste.